So very common thing, especially nowadays, people are calling, asking about um, solar and inverters and power generation in general. Um, One of the things, or I guess the most common way that people make that call is, "Hey, I want solar and an inverter. What does it cost?" Um, and I mean, the answer's all over the board. It can be anywhere. We provide a solar consultation that allows us to look at the unit and provide you with a better option. It depends on what you're trying to run and how long you're trying to run it for. What kind of room you have for batteries, inverter in general, how much room you have up on the roof. Um, all that stuff needs to be taken into consideration when giving you an estimate on
You see the location of where your converter is at and your distribution panel, so we know how the distance of wiring that we have to run. And when we're talking about wiring, based off the run, so the length of the unit, depending on how long we have to run those wires, the gauge of the wire thickness changes.
Yeah, voltage drop is a thing. So if we're running the inverter for one area and having to run the 110 volt wiring all the way to the opposite side of a 40-foot unit, it's going to change how we wire or what kind of gauge of wire we use.
And then same thing for us too, is when we're into it, we need to see how can we route those different items. Is it going to go through the underneath of the underbelly, so are we going to have to drop the underbelly when we get into it? Are we going to have to run it through the roof? Is there wall panels, locations of like the solar control?
Yeah, where are we able to drop the wire from the rooftop all the way down to be able to mount that solar controller?
Yeah. We want you to come in and do a solar consultation with us. It's something that we do charge for. We just charge our hourly rate. If everything goes smooth, we try to get it done within an hour or so. If it takes a little bit longer, we adjust it and charge accordingly. But that's something that we actually apply back toward the job. So, if you come in and you're having us do an install, we're going to credit that back towards the actual work. And we want to make sure that we don't sell you too much or we don't undersell you, because the last thing we want you to do is we don't want you to go camping and get out there and dry camp, think, all right, I just spent all this money, I'm going to go camping, I've got a solar system, and you get out there and 2 days later it's dead, and then you call back upset. We can always add to the system and increase the sizes of what you have, but we need to see your coach in order to determine what your needs are and what the coach is capable of handling. So, Okay. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this.